Hello! Hello! Welcome. How y'all doing? My name's Mikey. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hello. Welcome to Hellstorm Wargaming. Welcome to the Monday show. The show that we have every single Monday without fail. But it is going to be a short stream. So do be aware. It's going to be short. So make sure you get in, come and hang out, and we're going to chill and chat and say hi. Mate, you look fucked. I am fucked. If you don't know why this is a short stream, it's because I streamed for 22 hours for the past 2 days. If I had a YouTube contract, I would have filled it in 2 days. But yes, I'm very tired, so it's a very short stream today. I'm going to be doing some react-anding. All right, we're going to be reacting to probably doing some Warcom reading. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those days. Short stream today. I didn't want to like completely miss it. I wanted to come and say hi because I appreciate you all for hanging out over the weekend. And the best thing I can do to say thanks is to come on and see me. You can see me, and I can talk shit, and I can say hello. How you doing? Nice to see my models in the thumbnail. Jack Tight, well, you're a fucking legend, mate. Thanks so much for playing on stream all weekend. Jack Tight carried the stream. He was on for what, three games? Three games, I think. First, fourth, and fifth game. Crazy. Thanks so much for playing on stream, but well done at the weekend. You did really, really well. Last round looked like a rough one, so fair play, mate. Did I lose weight? I don't think so. I've eaten like crap this weekend. Oh, man. I think it's because I'm 30 now. But event coverage really takes it out of you. But I was really chuffed. I was really, really chuffed. Oh, man. It was really good. It was very fun. So if you wanted some background stuff, if you wanted some like stats and stuff, the weekend coverage was the highest view numbers we've ever had for tournament coverage in terms of concurrent viewers. So like people watching for like the average time, like the average viewers as a whole, it was the highest viewer numbers we've ever had, which is really sick for event coverage. That was really, really cool. So thank you everyone who did tune in. It definitely made it a lot. It makes it a lot easier. The more people that are watching, it makes you definitely feel more invigorated. That's for sure. Yeah, it was really, really cool. So if you were one of those people sitting around and watching, enjoying the show, hopefully you enjoyed it. I only want to make good coverage, and we really enjoyed making it. We're just all really tired today. Marty Marv, thank you very much for being a member for 22 months in a row. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I don't know what the member goal is at. It's not showing for some reason. Let me try. There we go. There's the member goal. We didn't make the member goal, but that's also okay. So it was really, really fun. Like Goonhammer are legends. We always tend to cover the Goonhammer events. I think we're covering another one in September. I think their next event is like a week after our event, our Super All-Stars 2, which you can grab tickets in the link in the description. That'd be really cool. We have 3 events this year, April, August, and November. That'd be sick. Yeah, like we had a great time. One, the players were all really, really cool. The players that we had on were all really, really great. They made our life very, very easy because they're so nice. Speaking of, Jack Tight, let's go, baby. Thanks so much for joining the boys club. If you just become a member, make sure you type !Discord and join our Discord to get involved in the community. But Jack, thank you so much, mate. You didn't have to do that, especially because you carried my weekend. Because Jack carried my weekend and then becomes a member. Look, be like Jack, okay? Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. But yeah, so we're covering the next Goonhammer event. But if you've got an event that you're running or someone that you know that runs an event, do let us know. We don't tend to cover like super small events, but if you've got like an average size event in the UK, UK or Europe, let us know. We'll come over and cover it because like I've really consolidated what I use for streaming now, and I think we've got a decent setup. I'm gonna say I think our setup is it's pretty all right now, you know. It's pretty all right. I think me and Tom smashed it, to be honest, and Nick obviously as well. Me, Tom, and Nick smashed it, so carried it all. It was great. I'm trying to avoid it. I'm trying to avoid mentioning it, but those things that I got made it a lot easier. Okay. Being able to press a button and zoom in on an objective was very, very helpful. Because there's so much of like event coverage watching, right? That I think it can be difficult to keep an eye on, or like keep track of what's going on if you've got such a wide view. But being able to zoom in was good. And Taylor Swift was great. Yeah, Jake, I'm so sorry to get to hang out too much, but thank you for dropping Taylor off. Georgie is ecstatic. I put her up in the front room, and she keeps getting like jump scared by her. Javi, thank you so much for gifting a membership. Thank you so much. Tom, for God's sake, please pay for your own membership, but make sure you say thank you to Javi, because now you can join our Discord. Couldn't be there for the whole thing, just left my PC on the channel. Your guest host was amazing. Tom's great. Tom and Nick are great. Tom and Nick are very good. But yeah, it was fun. So if you enjoyed it, then make sure you go watch it, make sure you go like it, and do other things. I heard the weekend was a soft launch for Jack being the new Hellstorm while Mikey goes 3D printed heavy. Jack did carry it, to be fair. Jack did carry it. Joking aside, chat, I posted my first 3D printing video the other day on my new channel, Hellstorm 3D. You might have heard of it. I may have talked about it on the channel. / Hellstorm 3D. I have a new YouTube channel. Oh, that doesn't work. I have a new YouTube channel called Hellstorm 3D, right? Which is basically exclusively like 3D printing content, okay? So if you like 3D printing that's not Warhammer related, you just like stuff that is 3D printing stuff, then that's the channel for you. It's here. I'll leave a link in the description. It's here, 3D printing, as you can see, Hellstorm 3D. I got 9,000 views on my first video. Like, what the fuck, bro? Just so happens that the week I launch a channel, a company does some dumb shit. And I managed to get a video out about it. Which is very funny. Which is very, very funny. So if you haven't already, please go subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. I've got 369. Nice. Nice. That's sick. That's so good. It was always going to start with drama, Kongish, but I can't put a video on Hellstormwargaming about 3D printing drama because no one gives a fuck. However, on a channel dedicated to 3D printing, and just so happens there's a big hacking scandal the first week I've launched a channel, it was like written in the stars. It was fate that it would just so happen to happen that week. So, it's very good. It's very, very good. You meant Taylor. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Taylor was a great co-host. Taylor was great, to be honest. But it definitely worked. Like, you know what I mean? Like these extra cameras. I said, jokes aside, we kept laughing about it. But like, this is a nice view of this game in particular. Ash and Davey, great game, really, really fun. But being able to like zoom in on the side was really cool. Now, someone mentioned that the saturation is really high. I agree. It becomes especially noticeable when the other PTZ camera gets involved. But like being able to like look at stuff and move it around was really nice. Like you can actually see what's going on. Yeah, Davey isn't red, so yeah, the saturation's a bit high. Yeah, it was really good, and it just made our life a lot easier. So thank you to everyone who become a member. Everyone who becomes a member gives a sub, or gives a membership, or super chats, or does anything. Basically any watch time included, but obviously like super chats and memberships are the main ones. Really, really make a huge difference on the channel to a point where I can buy stuff to make coverage better. You know, like to make anything that we do better. Like we can like get actual reviews of the models. We can zoom in and have a look at paint jobs. We can zoom in on people's arse cracks. You know. I can't remember what round it was. If everyone can remember the time where we zoomed in on Brett's arse. And then we had Brett on for the round 6 coverage, which is very funny. We were zooming in on AOS, I remember that much. And we zoomed on his bum crack. Because if you missed it, because obviously it was like a 10-hour stream. Basically, I kept trying to zoom over to have a look at Age of Sigmar. Because I was like, haha, I've got a new camera. Look how cool it is. That was basically the entire weekend. But I was like zooming in over at different games. But just as I did, my friend Brett was there. So I zoomed in on Brett. And he bent over. he bent over, and as he bent over, his arse crack came out because he had a builder's bomb. But I'd love that clip so I can post it on Twitter. I love that clip just so I can post it on Twitter. So if anyone remembers when it happened, I can't even remember what game it was. It might have been, I think it was Saturday. I think it was the first day. I just can't remember. I can't remember. So, love being on stream. Thanks for having me. Davey, oh, hey, Swissley, thanks so much. Thanks so much for playing on stream. You were great. You were fun. You were really fun, so thanks for playing on stream. Where's Wally wouldn't have had a cat and L's chance this weekend? No, exactly. It was Saturday early, yeah, so I can't remember what it was, but it was very funny. I would just love to find it. Because he kept just like zooming over and being like, look, haha, this is funny. I think it was during round 2. I think. I'm trying to scrub for it, but I'm never going to find it in a 10-hour stream. If anyone remembers or is watching it and seen it and kind of remembers like what turn it was or something like that, I think that might be it. Is that it? I think it might be here. Wait. Have I just found it? Pirate hat, as you can see. And then Tom, who we had on last game. There we go. Hey, Tom's at the bottom of the room, as you can see. I don't know why I started flickering. I have to fix that for next time. We're going to do a GW now. We're going to get some coverage of the AOS. 1 sec. No way, I've just found it. No way, I've just found it.
Oh
1 second, chat. We're just going to get coverage of the AOS. There's the bar.
Mike Duff's in the bar. No. Mike Duff and to buy me a beer. There's a book, right?
Let's have a look. What's on this set? What's this? Oh. Oh, it's even funnier the second time. It's even funnier the second time around. I was trying to zoom in on Age of Sigmar, I didn't notice. Love you, man. Anyway, the zoom's great. The zoom's fucking sick. That's all I was saying. And then I texted Brad, told him to pull his trousers up, and I went to apologise. There you go. So 5 hours and 7 minutes. You get to have a great time. Anyway, that was very funny. That was very, very funny. It was great. It was good. Was he commander? No, I think he got a builder's bomb because he's wearing jeans and a belt. That was funny. Oh, it's even funnier the second time around. Anyway, those cameras are great. So thanks everyone who supported, so we could zoom in on people's bums. Did he have a belt on? Yeah, I think he had a belt on. I'm not going to show him again, but I'll have a look. I'll check out his ass for you. Yeah, he's wearing a... Oh, has he got a belt on? I don't think he has. Let's have a look. What's on this? No, he hasn't. He's got a very cool t-shirt. Oh, no, he does have a belt on. He does have a belt on. He's just pulled his trousers down. It's funny that I showed Brett's arse on stream twice. Anyway, chat. Thank you. Basically, thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. Man ass on the internet, he's not even paid for it. And then he came on round 6. It was great. So if you remember, Brett actually did coverage for us, or with us, fucking ages ago, it feels like. When was it? Speaking of, Hellstorm. Speaking of Brett and his bum, he joined us a while ago. A lot. Was it this one? Maybe. I remember what it was. It was when I went to a wedding. I went to a wedding the same at the same time, I think. God, look at the setup here. Look how shit this looks. This setup looks so bad.
In my head, but how does it start?
Was that too close? We're having to hold the microphones.
No, we're gonna
the top down looks the same. I think that's all we had. We only have the top down.
Which they asked.
Oh, we had one side camera.
And rather than buy one from Starbucks,
terrible.
Buy one from us. Okay?
Terrible. It was a Goon Hammer event at the old place because you went to a wedding and left us. Holy shit! Holy shit, ICD Chief, what the fuck? Joshua, my man! Bro, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Holy fuck, brother. I'm literally just watching myself. I'm just watching my old videos. Why are you gifting 10 members? Thank you so much, bud. I really appreciate you. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Go for it, Payton, Swissley, Ryan Meehan, Nate Rossi, Nick Shipley, Matty Dwow, Jimmy, Greg Easter, and Simon74, and Brett Hall. Make sure you say thank you to the ICU chief for being a fucking legend and join the Discord, Discordy chat. I swear if you point that camera near me now, this is a bride. Where are you? I can probably zoom in.
Evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you...
Oh, man. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. That's really kind of you. It's the crack it brings in the views. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, I don't remember when it was. Is it this one? Was it this one? Oh my god, look at the overlay there.
There is a big squig boy.
I don't think it was this one. Oh, look how much I've come on. Look at this shit. This is rubbish. Look at that overlay. I used to like that. I thought it was really good. I don't think it is. I don't think that one is very good, actually.
With us, and I think
I don't remember. I don't remember what year it is. But Brett basically did Goonhammer open with us a while ago. Like a long time ago. The hair got better over time. Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Member.
Now, someone asked, what's the crack you have a video referring to? Yeah, I've recorded it ready, so I can upload it as a clip. I have the clip ready. But what else is happening, chat? Have you seen the Halo game? Everybody keeps talking about Halo in Discord. Especially Discord in chat. If you've just been able to join, thanks, ICU Chief. Appreciate you. Love you, man. Love you. Love you. Good to see you this weekend. Love you. Have you seen the new Halo game? No, you know, we're a Warhammer channel. But if someone says Halo, I'm fucking in. Look at these bad boys. Look at these bad boys. So they're bringing out a game. Mantic is bringing out a game called Halo Flashpoint, which is essentially what looks like rather than a tabletop huge war game. It's probably like a skirmish game that is reminiscent of the multiplayer version of Halo, like the multiplayer aspect of it all. It sounds really cool. Like, the models look really, really cool. They're 28 to 32 mil. I've been informed, which is pretty sick. But yeah, it looks sick. It looks sick. Dickham's on red team, right? Mantic Games. This is by On Tabletop, previously known as Beast of War. Mantic Games have revealed the first 32mm scale miniatures for their upcoming Halo skirmish game in partnership with 343 Industries. I decided to get slightly excited for the idea of Spartan vs Spartan sci-fi death matches on the tabletop. Now, currently, they've only showed off 4 Spartan models. They've not showed anything else off. Nothing about the gameplay, nothing about the rules, nothing about any other miniatures in there. They've only showed off a small squad, a small fire team. But it sounds like initially it's going to be Spartan versus Spartan. Then they're looking at other things from what the social media has been saying. It sounds like they want to move into like Covenant, Flood, etc. Which is cool. It's very, very cool. When you dive into Halo Flashpoint, you'll be taking on the role of Spartan fire teams clashing with each other in classic multiplayer style. All of the fun, iconic weapons and equipment from Halo Universe seem to be alongside some awesome armor designs based on different cosmetic options in the video game. And I think they've gone for got like a really cool aesthetic there. Hey, David Hughes, thanks for the 19 months, bud. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, bud. Just the paint job looks nice. I reckon it would be disappointing IRL. Well, you know, it's a nice paint job, and I'm sure it'd be interesting to try it yourself. What I think, that's what I read. They are pre-assembled, so I think they're going to be like board game miniatures compared to like actual miniatures. You know? Tomorrow, Harry Potter miniature game goes live on Kickstarter. Unlucky. Don't support J.K. Rowling. That's what I say. Anyway. Oh, didn't mean to do that. What did I do? I broke the music. I meant to pause it. meant to pause it. I think it's a video. Let's have a look. Oh, I love that. Oh, I look. God damn it. Go full screen. We'll just start getting chat, don't worry. It looks really cool. That is like a perfect... I wonder who did the painting for them, because that is like a perfect paint job. That's gorgeous, man. They're all gorgeous. And very, very reminiscent of what they're going for. Looks cool. Looks cool. You don't think it looks cool? I think they do. But the whole point of it is they say that once the players have mastered their battle strategies, they'll be prepared for dangerous foes and fresh conflicts waiting on the horizon. So it sounds like initially they're going to go for like a multiplayer aspect of like skirmish game, and then maybe they'll move into like maybe like a fire team versus a skirmish of like Covenant and maybe some Flood or whatever. But we don't really know yet. What's interesting is for Mantic is they go straight to retail. There's no Kickstarter, which is not like it's not like Mantic at all. Mantic are one of those companies that loves to use Kickstarter as essentially a pre-order system. So it's nice. It's nice to see that. It's nice to see that it's going straight to retail, which would be cool. But I'm definitely interested. I like the idea of it. I definitely like the idea of it. Reassemble doesn't sound like a good thing. The thing is, they're marketing it towards people who play video games that might want to get into tabletop as like a gateway game. So like that sort of thing, it's probably good for pre-assembled. Think of like Hero Quest, they're all pre-assembled. Think of a lot of the Steam Forge games that are like video game IP based, they're all pre-assembled. Think it was like board game miniatures that paint up really well rather than just like, oh, I can't do anything with it. 60 mil is weird scale. It's 28 to 32. So 30 mil. So after Spartan Games kind of like floundered on the Halo IP, it's kind of nice to see someone else pick it up, because I think it's probably like a good place to like miniatures, you know. So it's literally Warhammer. It's Space Marines versus Aliens. Did you do a review of that Apex Legends game? I ended up like filming loads of stuff, and then I like never got around to putting it out, and then it kind of like died off because it was a Kickstarter. I still have it here. They wanted me to send it back, but they never gave me an address, so it's just sat next to me. But that looks good as well. I really like to play that. I never got around to playing it. It's the rule system is really fun. The closing circle arena is really fun. The terrain's really cool. The models are really cool. I've not played it. That's the other problem. 60 mils a week. No, who said it's 60 mil? Brian, why are you misleading people? It's not 60 mil. It's 30 mil. The issue with Fleet Battles games is just two factions really limiting. Yeah, the Fleet Battles, I bought that. I didn't really enjoy it. And then they made Ground Command, but then the company died quickly after. What's the new Halo game? Rewind it 30 seconds. Or 2 minutes. 60 mil is a weird scale. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I wonder if Halo Flashpoint tabletop game will play like the Star Wars one. Potentially. The Star Wars Shatterpoint game is a great game. I really, really enjoyed that. I think the problem with Shatterpoint is that I think the missions get quite stale. The idea of the missions is really good. Where you have like, because obviously I played on stream and talked about Shatterpoint loads. Like you have like the grid of 9 objectives that turn on and off, in each round, essentially in each battle round. But I think it can get very stale because not really, except for the like position, not much changes outside of that. The missions aren't very different. They're just kind of like the objectives are in a different place. I think the combat mechanics can feel a bit slow. It's very cool to be like, oh, I'm like Luke Skywalker. I'm like Anakin Skywalker, sorry. and I can do this, this, and this, and this, and then, oh, I'm using a gun, so I can do this and this and this. But it feels a bit like, it feels a bit clunky to be like, right, I've rolled this. The successes of blocking is fine in Shatterpoint, but it's like the following the grid is a really cool idea, but it feels clunky in my opinion. So. Team on board games coming nice minis too. Yeah, and they're all single miniature, aren't they, Mr. Snake Cake? They're all like single cast miniatures, I think, Simon. Computer game crossover skirmish game Kickstarter's troubled territory. The Rainbow Six game looked great. Sad trombone. I didn't even see that one. I didn't see that one at all. But yeah, like computer games going to tabletop is an interesting one because there's a lot of companies trying to jump on it. But it feels like every other company doing every other video game. It's very strange. I never played Halo, but I've been watching the TV series. It's been really enjoying that. Well, that's good, I see, Chief, because the Halo TV series is slated for being shit. So, and not like true to the law, you know. So if you're enjoying that, you probably enjoy Halo. You know, I put so many hours into Halo, like Reach, Halo 3. Oh my god, Halo 3 multiplayer is crazy. I can't wait for the Doki Doki Literature Club video release. Fuck me, no. Fuck me, Merc. But yeah, I love Halo. It's great. I played some Star Wars Legion recently. It's great crack. Star Wars Legion's a fun game. Star Wars Legion's definitely a fun game. Was that company that couldn't deliver the previous Kickstarter? So asked Rainbow Six Siege backers for more money a couple of times. Which company? Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six Tabletop. Who did it? Mythic. This one? I've never heard of this one. Mythic Games. What else have they done? 13 created. Wow. Oh, did Monster Apocalypse. I know that one. And Darkest Dungeon. I know that one. Has it failed? Has it flopped? Where's the last update? And they've got, they said almost ready for delivery. When was it due to ship? June 2022. Okay. 18 months late. Comments. There's like 14,000 comments. Oh, not a lot of replies here. Oh dear. Is this a big scandal? Is this a big scandal? Did I fund this? I didn't. I never heard of this. Is there a Kickstarter scandal here I can make a video about? Lots of drama. Kongashu, you've been sleeping on this one. I've been sleeping on it. I've literally never heard of this. What's it called? Rainbow Six Siege the board game scandal. Six Siege the board game scandal. Let's find out. Do I have to put Reddit? Ask for more money. What the fuck? Board game publisher Mythic Games has responded to criticism of its crowdfunding practice, saying we're focused solely on delivering projects that we are behind schedule. Mythic caused controversy back in May. Stop being so loud. There they go. Back in May, when it asked for additional payments to complete production on the Six Siege board game, but Mythic Games co-owner Leonidas Vesperini says the company has made many internal sacrifices to help get board games to backers. We sold IPs, reduced our staff, saved money, and we have a backlog of IPs that we had to sell. These sales help us reduce the contribution we ask for our backers. $129 additional dollars. How much was it in the first place? Holy fuck. Holy fuck. 18 months late and another $130. Oh dear. I did not know anything about this. What the fuck? They did that with Darkies 2 holding it hostage. What the fuck? Darkies Dungeon tabletop. Was the board game a scam Kickstarter? I support the Kickstarter for Darkies Dungeon board game about as soon as it launched. I paid for every bell and whistle and I could afford. I think it cost me close to $500. Not only have I never received anything, but I can't even tell if I'm going to get any more after looking at Google. Apparently I asked for more money at some point. I never paid that. Does that mean I don't get my game? I've been sending emails and messages every year and nobody answers me. To make things worse, I'm moving now and I have no idea how to change my address, assuming they ever do ship. If I've sent half a dozen emails about the move, all ignored. I mean, I have the board games. So they didn't just take everyone's money. He got it, but the $500 one didn't. What the fuck? What is this company? Won't ship unless backers pony up more money. What the fuck? I was kind of hype about that game as well. I remember this one coming out. In the update, Mythic says Wave 1 of the Darkest Dungeon board game is ready to be shipped and that Wave 2 should start printing in early 2023. However, due to a significant increase in costs, which Mythic Games attributes to both COVID-19 and the war in Ukraine, the developer, God, they've got to stop saying that. Like, it might be true, but it just doesn't sound real anymore when everyone says the same thing. The developer says shipping has increased by an average of 600%. As such, Mythic is asking players who want their Darkest Dungeon board game Wave 1 content to pay extra in order to receive their game. This can be anything to $18 to $69. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yowza. Yowza. Alright, okay. That's something to research for Wednesday, that's for sure. Thanks for that one. What the fuck is going on there? What happened to X-Wing? X-Wing just died, I think. Just got old. Got old, ran out of stuff to release from what I gather. The minis looked great. I bet they did. For an extra £69. Here, not there, Norton. Have you guys any breakdowns on what sort of cameras you're using for top-down dice box caster cams? I haven't ever done that now. But I just use DSLRs and PTZ cameras now. So it's and a webcam for a dice box. The guy who teaches about kickstarting board games, yeah, I keep an eye on him. Board game Kickstarters are a swamp these days. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Can we have money? Also, we sack people. Everything's fine, honest. Introducing the NFT board game. What the fuck? Did we go the show title yet? No, I haven't. I don't usually until half past, but I realized I got distracted. What's the King of Average? You talk about it a lot. Yeah, I like the King of Average. He's good. I did a big video where I was going to talk about some of the things that he covered, but he'd already covered it. So speaking of what video game collaboration, have you seen the Call of Duty thing that come out today? Remember the Call of Duty leaks that came out? They've officially announced that they are doing Call of Duty skin crossovers, but these actually look good. Hellstorm Wargaming. I think Wargaming I can get away with putting on here. But these skins actually look good, I think. The head on the Scout looks a bit strange, but I think they look a lot better compared to the fucking Space Marine one. Where's the Space Marine ones? Oh, they're not here. I thought they were. The Space Marines look weird, but these look decent, I think. Smart move going for Scout Armor with Marines. Yeah, I think they must have missed these because Kassakin, Scout Armor, and Sister of Battle is a good shout, I think. In Discord, someone shared it. Okay, is that where I've seen it? Ah, that was the one. Grimslayer, thanks for posting this. This one. That looks weird. That looks shit. That looks shit. Let's be honest. But, oh, it's getting rid of the wrong ones. That one looks cool. They look cool. I don't really have much to say. I don't play COD. I haven't played COD in a long time. But what else has Games Workshop talked about today? They've talked about merch festival called Relics. And I thought this is quite interesting because this seems to be Games Workshop jumping on every like independent Warhammer side product that they could think of. Or like someone else has thought of. They seem to be making themselves now. Primal Monster Hunter like board game was on a big delay, but they did updates every month and we're just transparent. The Mantic stuff is just outright scam. Mantic? Or do you mean Mythic? Mythic is the one that just did the C6 and the Darkest Dungeon we've just been looking at. Mantic were the ones doing Halo. But yeah, basically loads of companies that are like Warhammer adjacent that aren't officially Games Workshop make stuff that's like for Warhammer things. And it seems like Games Workshop's jumping on it. But what I thought was interesting is they're making their own LARP. Like, this is cool, but who's going to buy this? You know? Except for that one guy you know, who has a very bad accent. You know? I think it's cool. It looks cool. But how many people are going to buy this? LARPers. Alright, yeah, cool, great. LARPers are going to buy this. Pardo, yeah, maybe Pardo. I'm sure you can just get one off Amazon. The kids section. You're talking about Warhammer nerds, they're gonna buy it, very true. Hash your next tournament in it. 700 members, I cast a tournament in this. I probably would wear this if I did an old world coverage. If we get to 500, you can buy it. We're not doing that at 500. I don't know what we're doing at 500, which is why I haven't updated it yet. Oh, there's a video. I didn't know there's a video. I love the when full screen just doesn't do anything.
In 1999, I started a game store in Frankfurt. That game store was the nucleus of a thriving gaming scene in Frankfurt, and you met a lot of people, and one of those people was Paul. Paul and I later founded Burgschneider. My passion for games, especially role-playing and tabletop games, and Paul's passion for historical clothing is at the core of what came to be Burgschneider.
What you mean what got me here? Okay. So what actually started me having an apprenticeship here was me making a Warhammer cosplay. And this is what just got the ball rolling for me becoming a tailor apprentice at Burgschneider.
This is a totally formative part of where my career has gone. I remember my dad saying to me, you know, oh, you're just wasting time with those little guys and stuff. And then now here I am using them, making swords and designing weapons.
Officially licensed 3D printed Warhammer. Look at it. You're going to tell me these aren't 3D prints? I can see it a mile away. It's just 3D prints, gamers. Games Workshop showed off 3D printing on their official website.
Or the old world, based on stuff I did as a kid. I mean, there's a direct line as a teenager right through to the present day.
I can remember a long road trip that Marcus and I were on. And I remember saying, how crazy would it be someday if we ever got to work with Warhammer? And I remember him kind of looking at me and being like, someday, maybe we'll get a chance to.
I can't wait to see people pour the creativity that they have for painting.
Mikey's now been blacklisted.
Creating
They
their
blacklisted
own costume
themselves.
character.
One of the fundamental design principles behind Bergson has always been the idea that costumes should act as a canvas for storytelling. The ability for us to do this within the old world is a dream come true.
To see people in these costumes, to see them gearing up, grabbing arms, putting on armor. We can't wait for people to bring the old world into reality in full scale with these costumes.
It's quite interesting, isn't it? One, I don't think every costume you buy will come with a free tailor. Look at that 3D printed sword that's been cast. What's quite interesting is that Games Workshop wanted Age of Sigmar to do this, right? But I don't know what happened. But Age of Sigmar never really hit lore-wise, you know? If you look at the fact that, like, what's happening with Old World now, like with the costumes, with like everyone going hype for it, they wanted Age of Sigmar to be the same, but it had such a floundered launch at the start. I think it just killed any momentum it had for like outside the raw tabletop. Like, I think as a game, Age of Sigmar is great. I think it's a good game, you know? I know a lot of people have issues with like double turns and stuff like that, but I think overall it is a good game. It has the best models that Games Workshop make. You know, look at the Dark Horse stuff we're about to look at today. Like, it has the best models that Games Workshop produce, I think. You know, I love 40k. I think 40k is my favorite setting. But the models sometimes leave a little bit to be desired. And Age of Sigmar has so much freedom to expand into something that's just like unheard of. And I think they keep doing that in the miniatures, you know. But outside of the game and the miniatures, it feels like no one gives a crap. But like Old World, they've brought back Old World, and they're kind of doing all the things what I think they wanted to do with Age of Sigmar, you know. I think it's just interesting because like Warhammer the Old World is like fairly generic fantasy, I think. I don't think that's like out there to say. It's orcs versus goblins, orcs and goblins versus dwarves, you know? It's like, it's really generic fantasy, but the lore is so loved, which is fine, which is great. I love the lore of it as well. The lore is so loved and so appreciated, and people are obsessed with it. And then the game was killed off because the game was just bad, and how they wrote the game was really bad. So they redid it, and they made Age of Sigmar, but then they floundered that as well. So it's really interesting to see them bring back the Old World and then bring back all these like extra things that they're doing around it. To be to a point where it's like, well, what is the point of Age of Sigmar, you know? Like, outside of a really good game with cool models, what's the point of it? Like 40k, you've got the game, some cool models, you've got the lore, you've got the games, you've got the books. In the Old World, you've got the old models, nostalgia, some new models, the lore, the idea of like all of these outside things like cosplay, like officially licensed cosplay. But then Age of Sigmar doesn't have that either, which I think is quite funny. You know, I think that's quite interesting. Use AOS models in old world. I literally am. You know I am. You've seen me do it. A Sigma law is still work in progress. I think it's very that, yeah. I think it's very that. There's no easily understandable reference for people with the AOS lore. 40k equal dystopian space future, the old world, standard fantasy past. AOS seems so random. Yeah, it's kind of like, I always see Age of Sigmar. It's kind of like very Mortal Kombat lore. You know? I know there's lore to Mortal Kombat. Okay? I know. I watched the TV show. But it's like traveling through portals to different random places. That's like a lot of it, you know? And loads of shit. Loads of shit happening in each of those places. Which I think is quite cool. But there's like, yeah... It's very... I don't think it had the best launch. I think the problem with Age of Sigmar is that they tried to build it on top of like the remains of fantasy, and I think that was the problem. There's lore to Mortal Kombat. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. They travel through portals, okay? To different places. That's why you're fighting in different arenas. You're traveling around. I think they want people to have freedom to make their own lore and stories, and after decades of lore being... I like how Magoo wrote lore 2 different ways. Where what was that? I can't remember.
$5 from Connor Flynn.
Hey, Connor, thanks,
didn't
bud.
help that first edition started lore-wise after the initial Chaos invasion instead of during or before.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They kind of like missed off the initial hype. The initial big story, they kind of ignored it. Thank you so much for the $5. We appreciate it. That you've got a very good point. You know? Yeah, they like the big thing that happened, they kind of skipped over it, which is a bit weird. And then I can't remember what Magoo was saying. He's writing lore in different ways. After decades of lore being quite fixed, the AOS launch seemed empty, especially as match play wasn't a thing. Very true. AOS has how can we rename stuff just enough so we can copyright it. The old world now has AOS copyright failed and back to stealing races.
$5 from Free Radio Armageddon. No lore for Mortal Kombat. That's it. I'm sending you the old 90s comics. Smiley face.
I said there was lore. What do you mean? I just said there's lore. Everyone's saying there isn't. Thanks for the $5 there. I really appreciate it. Think about old world. It's essentially European history. So it's easy for historical clothing companies to make clothes for it. Yeah, also very true. Also very true. Like, here's a cosplay company that's now making slightly adjacent Warhammer stuff. It's not much of like a divergence from what they're already doing. I agree. AOS all like sounds like the rambling of a lunatic. Each place is a new world, not random places. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm trying to say that, like, Mortal Kombat has portals that travel to different places, right? That has a champion in each one that they're trying to fight, essentially. And that's kind of the same as Age of Sigmar, where they're traveling to different realms, okay? It's great if you're really invested, but casual have no chance. Cough. Five Nights at Freddy's. Also very true. Also very true. You have to be like in the source to get it, I think. Which I'm not for Age of Sigmar. I think that's probably the problem. He says a lore of Street Fighter 2 in the SNES edition. One of my favorite games on the SNES, Street Fighter 2. So it's about an Ultimate Fighter tournament. That's why you're traveling around the world, and each one of those is a champion of that country. It's all the same lore. Blanca, though, no idea. Why is Blanca there? No idea, mate. Okay. Why do you beat up random old cars? Show of skill, I guess. No idea. Zangief is a good guy. Zangief's a good guy. Yeah, exactly. But Street Fighter is all about a world championship. A world fighting championship. See, Warhammer lore is just like, I find cringe. And the reason I find Warhammer lore cringe, or 40k lore, is because alt-right Twitter is obsessed with it. So I just find it really cringe. I think that's okay. However, any video game I've played, I know everything about it. I know everything. everything. Kind of. I don't know why Blanca, but there you go. The terrible movie that ended the Mortal Kombat TV show is one of my favorite things. It's so bad. Yeah, the Mortal Kombat TV show was bad, but I watched it so much as a kid. That's because AOS is post-apocalypse setting. The Chaos Invasion ended the world. Now it's reclaiming what was lost. Yeah, but I think the thing is with it is like because they kind of based it on that, but then also like kicked a lot of stuff out and shoehorned other things in. It just felt a bit weird, I think. So I'm going to look up Blanca lore. You know what, Steve? I want you to text me tomorrow at 9:30 about what you found. The Street Fighter. There's a Street Fighter movie. Oh my god. The 4K lore is also pretty bad. Remember the Grey Knights murdering sisters? Yeah, the Grey Knights murdering sisters was very strange. But they've done other things as well. Like I'm sure I've seen, going back to the merchandise thing they've talked about today. I'm sure I've seen these, of other companies. Like I think what was the one? Not sponsored. Is it like Cobalt Keeps or something? That sounds like a company that makes Warhammer storage things. I think these look really bad. Is this a gap all the way round? There's going to be so much dust in there. The alt-right bloody love misinterpreting media to fit their views. Ask the director of Starship Troopers. Yeah, it's like fucking crazy on Twitter with like Helldivers at the minute. Blanco is a child called Jimmy who was involved in plane crash in the Amazon. See? There's lore in Street Fighter 2. You laugh, but there we go. This caused him to mutate and causes green skin. There we go. What's the point of display case? You're not going to keep damp air out. Yeah, like, if that's a gap all the way around, that seems a bit silly. That seems a little bit silly. They look nice. I like the little background. But also, isn't that Total War Warhammer? Isn't that Total War Warhammer in the background? Like this one. That's 30k, fine. I'm pretty sure that's Total War Warhammer, some high elves. Why display grey minis? Probably because the people making the product and taking the pictures can't paint. There's no gap. That's the edge of the plexiglass. Is that the door? It just looks like there's a gap. It looks very strange. Want to stick your dreadnought in? I mean, I've got my dreadnought in a box already. I really need to chase up that because I started chasing up the history of that and I just forgot. It got put to one side. But I'm going to see if I can see it better on the video. Wicked brick. You make it for Lego. Don't know what they gave that away. Is that it? Is that the entire advert? Grant your collection invulnerable save. Okay, cool. Great. That was a great video. That was a great video. That literally told me nothing. It's a plastic box, all right? It's a plastic box. Put shit in it. Looks cool. They look nice, but I'm just like, it's funny because there are so many other companies that aren't officially licensed that make little display cases like this, which would be fine, you know. But yeah, like there's so many like independent companies that make these, but now Games Workshop's finally realizing there's probably quite a lot of money in there, so they'll get them to do it as well. Seems so engineered to keep the dust out. Yeah, a little bit. Crystal Fortress looks better and probably half. Yeah, I think Crystal Fortress rings a bell as well, as like an independent who's already making these and now GW making it. So anyway, Yeah, it's like Crystal Fortress, Cobalt Keeps, and I'm sure there's loads of other companies. They're just ones I can think of that are mentioned in chat or off the top of my head. But also, yeah, it's just a laser cut acrylic box. I'm sure you can like fathom one somewhere else. This looks quite funny. I've heard of DK. DK are a huge like book manufacturer or book producer, you should say. One, look at those 3D print lines on Gulliman's shoulder pad. Not there. There. Can you see the 3D print lines on Gulliman's shoulder pad there? Because I can. But it says the first ever visual encyclopedia of war miniatures coming soon. Producing passionate with DK books, Warhammer 40,000, the ultimate guide, dives into the vast universe of 41st Millennium with hundreds of beautiful photographs showcasing miniatures from every faction, following key characters through the evolution of their models and exploring Warhammer 40,000 in pinpoint detail through the lens of its credible miniatures. Look, chat, let's keep it a stack, okay? Let's keep this a stack. This book should show a miniature and say who designed it and who painted it. And guess what? It won't, or I will eat £10. All right? If it does, I will eat £10, and they're made of plastic, okay? It won't, but it should. You know what else does the same as that book? A Google search. You know what? Having it as a book is like nice. Having it as a book is nice. I don't think he's gonna have hardly any information in it. It's gonna be like Gulliman used to not have a model, and he was in 30k, and then he had a 40k model at the end, and then they turn over the page to do it again with someone else. Ultimate guide to what? That's the thing. Ultimate guide to the history of a single model. That's what's a little bit confusing about it. You know? He said £10. He didn't say £10 of what? He could be the money, could be cheese. Exactly. £10 in 1p would be easier than the plastic, I think. I think 5p's would probably work the best. Read the next section. The essential visual journey through the history of Warhammer 40,000 is written by New York Times bestselling authors Gav Thorpe and Guy Haley, great authors, and it's packed with insight into the game's defining miniatures. The book comes out later this year and will show more as we get a pre-audio copy now through the link. Let me find out more. Anyway, don't click that. Fucking hate Amazon. Also, Mikey would be sieving his poo if he ate a £10 note. Thanks, mate. People complain characters are already out of date before print. This one's probably already out of date. Yeah, probably. Probably. Anyway, they're making a Dark Tide card game for some reason. No, I think of when I see Dark Tide, it's a card game. That's for sure. And they're making Abandon this. Workshop making Abandon the Despoiler, which is going to be pretty sick, actually. Weta Workshop seems to be like making models better than Games Workshop. Making Games Workshop's models better than them, which is quite funny. It's like this. I really fucking love this. I really fucking love this. This is so good. But Abandon the Despoiler version, it must be fucking massive compared. This is huge. It must be massive if it's the same scale. My Titus hasn't shipped yet. I'm excited to have it around the house. I bet it's fucking expensive. I bet it's well expensive. What scale is it? 60? Yeah, it's 60mm, Steve. Must be what? Just over a foot tall? Foot and a half tall, maybe? $1,400 for the collector's edition. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. I ain't buying one of them anytime soon, that's what I'll say. I ain't buying one of them anytime soon. I bet Abaddon will be like fucking $2,000. Or $2,000. Plus shipping. It's so nice, but Jesus Christ. Does it come painted? Yeah, it comes like that. That's how it arrives. It comes like that. Which is why it costs so much, but you know. I believe it's hand painted. I do love pretty much everything where it makes what each the money. Yeah, it's the price is a lot. It's not like, I'm not saying it's not worth it, it's just a lot of money, you know? Good deal for the model that size. Yeah, for something that size that's like hand painted is insanely good. But it's not like something that's affordable for most people. I don't think anyway. I always wanted the Dawn of War one of Gabriel Angelo's. I always wanted one of those. I think the painting phase have got one, which makes me very jealous. And to find out who he's painted by, you need to get that book. Brilliant, brilliant. The thing I'm hyped for is a new display. I want this. I really love this. This is so good. Like, when I first got these boxes, I noticed the artwork matched up. I was obsessed. Just use Clara playing 3. Yeah, playing 3 sorted. But when I first saw this artwork on the front of the boxes, obviously I posted that picture and got loads of hate for it. It's so good. So seeing it as a display is sick. A display, if you're watching, look, drop me an email. We can work something out. We can work something out. These are sick. These are so good. I'm not a massive fan of these ones. It looks like I'm in an Airbnb. How many times you emailed display for a collab? Actually, never. Maybe, Stu, maybe now's the time. Now's the time I need to get display on the phone. Hey, gamers. Yeah, I got a white wall where I paint that's blank. It's got a calendar that's out of date and a cool art print that Georgie bought me. But would look cool? Display, baby. But yeah, these ones make me feel like I'm in an Airbnb. These ones are pretty cool. These ones are sick. We need to get our affiliates. Don't buy any until I've got an affiliate link, chat. I need you. They come out on the 7th, which is in 3 days. I've got time. Yeah, collab going. New Joy Toy. Very cool. Very epic. Joy Toys are cool. Warhammer art. It was nice when I first moved into the studio. Games Workshop bought me a Warhammer art for the studio, which is very nice of them. Hey, display, I'll move the body pillow. Don't ask, just put these. Yeah, I'll put them where, I just realised, yeah, I'll put them where the body pillow is. Okay, display, I'll put them there. I'll get rid of that. But yeah, when I first moved into the studio, Games Workshop actually bought me an art print, and it's my phone background on WhatsApp, which is very cool. They bought me Dark Imperium. New McFarlane. It's weird seeing McFarlane and Joy Toy both making miniatures, because they're so... How to put this? Different levels, you know? On a different level, I would say. Official DW body pillow when? I took that to the stream yesterday. The Slanesh one. That's it. That's all you get. And that's it. That's all they showed off. But they're doing discount on the merch store if you do want anything. Very different levels. Yeah, the quality difference is quite jarring, I would say. It's like, it's a bit like, Mom, I want Warhammer models. I want Warhammer display models. And then Mom being like, you have display models at home. You know? Mom, I want McDonald's. We have McDonald's at home. A little bit. It's very that, I think. They're very different price. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, these are a lot cheaper. These are like 20 quid. The Joy Toy ones are like fucking like 50. But they're also, you can see why. You know? You can see why. Dropbox, will you stop fucking telling me that my hard drive's full? I already know. Like, this one look decent. But these are just like a bit basic, you know? These are action figures. You know? These are action figures. Whereas the other ones are more like display models. But anyway, I thought that was interesting, that's for sure. Just thought I'd go through those. The Dark Oath Army set. Games Workshop, please send me one of these because fuck me, I want this box so I can put it in my Old World army. Have you seen the fucking Wendigo? What the fuck? The Wendigo is so good. And then we'll talk about list stuff. The Wendigo's so good. This is so sick. I want to use this as a demon prince because I think in Old World it'll work because it's small. These are so good. He's fit. He's so nice. Look at him. He's gorgeous. I so want to paint that. AOS Amble. Shut up, Andy! No ambles! I hate this head. This head's good. This head, cringe. Cringe head. Great head. Cringe. Okay? But, great butt, just like Brett. But the Marauders are nice. These are just Chaos Marauders, the new models. That top gun line is on point. Oh yeah, definitely. That gun line is sick. Cringe. Really. Maybe this head with these horns would be better. I think this would work as a demon prince though. I think. Because like, Old World, everything's smaller. But the Marauders are really nice. They look like Marauders, you know. They all look like mini barbarians, which is sick. Which is so good. The Dark Oath Fell Riders, which are essentially the Marauder Horsemen. So good. Oh, just think about them on fucking square bases. Think about it on square bases, chat. Think about it. Because that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. In case which I don't listen, I'm gonna do so much AOS coverage. Just send me one of these, please, for the love of God. I like the War Chieftain. What's he called? Dark Oath Chieftain. The War Steed. That's really nice. Really cool. No, I don't think I will. Yeah, like, I love that. Like, the horse looking really sad, but with a big scary face on. So, very sad horse, big scary face. Which is cool. I like the options for it as well. This is a really, really cool AOS box. This gets me, like, super hyped. I think it's purely because of the fact that I can run it in Old World as Marauders and a Marauder Horseman. Because obviously I'm using all the Slaves to Darkness models for my my Warriors of Chaos army. So it was pretty sick. It was pretty sick. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. Anyway. I'm pretty hyped for that. Just imagine Eeyore with a Punisher mask. That's the vibe that Hawk puts on. Do I need to make that? Do I need to make that? I think I might. I think I might. Do we have an Eeyore with a Punisher mask on by any chance? Just in case there's one on Google. There isn't. You can find a mask. No. Not an easy one. I'll do it later. Anyway, let's go to my favorite place, Reddit. Silver Tower model getting a made to order at the same time, or does GW hates us? Yeah, the Dark Oath Chieftain will be sick. These guys are the AOS equivalent of people who have matching hoodies with their dogs. Very true. Very, very true. What's a Punisher mask? I presume the mask from Punisher. Right? That's what I thought. That's what I gathered. Punisher doesn't wear a mask, but he has a mask on his shirt, right? The Punisher. Would you not say it's a mask? Would you not say that's a mask? I don't remember if he actually ever wore it in the comics or whatever. Anyway, off topic. Anyway, chat. This weekend, I covered the Goonhammer Open, as you know. 22 hours of streaming. Very, very tired. Okay, I said I was going to stream till 8, but I've only just got on to the main topic. The timestamp's going to be funny. So, I'm going to my first GT this month. since the Warhammer World Championships. I haven't played 40k competitively in like 3 months. It will be 3 months when I go. So I've been like trying to plan the list that I'd like to take. I've been like theorizing different lists, but I think I pretty much nailed an idea. I think I had one like basically pretty much sorted. But I think watching the event this weekend and also looking at the meta as a whole, I think it's very hard to plan a list for competitive 40k. And the reason being is I think the meta's in such a wild place, which is actually a good thing. We like the meta being in a wild place, because if the meta's in a wild place, it means there's not one thing that's dominating. I think 2 weeks ago, we all thought Necrons were dominating, but actually I don't think that's the case anymore. I don't think that's the case at all. Is my list Space Marines? Of course my list is Space Marines. Of course my list is Space Marines. What else is it going to be? You know? But the Meta Monday came out this week, thanks to JCMS. Meta Monday, he does it every single week. And the GT winners are all over the place. The GT winners are all over the place. Did I watch the Toronto Winter Open GT? No. Who did the coverage for that? Anyway, as you can see, weekend tournament wins. This is the data from this weekend. Dark Angels won 2 events. Both Ironstorm Spearhead, both double Storm Raven. Which is very funny. Tau won an event. Custodes won an event. Eldar, Sisters, Necrons. Black Templars won 3 events. Guard won 2 events. S tier army. Okay. Thousand Suns won an event. I think that's it. Deathwatch did not win an event. Tabletop Live. Tabletop Live? Is that another Wargaming? Is it a Wargames Live ripoff? Tabletop Live. I've never heard of that. Toronto Winter Open 2024. What did we learn? I'm not sure why you're asking me if I've seen it. What did we learn? Watch the final game. Morgan hits on ones. What? Is there a cheater? Well, there's a QR code everywhere for. I'm going to need timestamps if you're going to come in and call someone a cheater. Anyway, distracted. Basically, because of looking at the data just from this weekend, there's quite a few armies that are very, very good. Look, shout out to the 2 players that got 73% win rate with Blood Angels. Fair play. But basically, any list, it feels like any army has a potential to win. Now, I've been floating around this idea. Black Templar Ironstorm. Because Black Templars have the best Space Marine tanks, ironically. 9 hours and 6 minutes. You actually want me to go look? Do you want me to go look? 9 hours and 6 minutes. I was close. 9 hours and 4 minutes.
Saves 1, fails 1, 1 damage?
Yeah, 1 damage.
Saves it. It's good.
Yeah, Shirazi was talking to Will before the game, and he had mentioned the same thing, and we even had an interview with him with Anthony before the game started.
I put a dice on one, I believe, earlier. I don't know if you took the dice.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure one took 2 damage.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my CP.
Yeah. So.
The QR codes are actually awful. Having a QR code on every mat, it looks bad. All right. That's all. I'm just gonna say it now. I'm sure they're there for a reason. Maybe it's a map pack or something. Great idea. But having it on every footprint looks shit.
He is going to heavy bolter here.
Okay.
Hunter killer there. And then I'm going to indirect. I'm going to indirect the bird.
The bird? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So heavy bolter. 1 hit. It wounds.
On an Nurgling?
Yep.
1. Fails it, so he's dead.
Yep. Hunter killer hits. Wounds. 1 more.
Fails. Go for it.
I'll kill him.
Okay, so can you grab me the Nurglings? Thank you.
And then indirect into Birdie dude.
Birdie?
4. 3s because I didn't move. 3s.
So 2?
Oh, 4s. Sorry, 4s.
So 2 of them?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Saves both?
Okay. This guy here is just going to.
Where's this saving on ones?
Him.
Is he within range?
It's 36.
18
Oh, it's
inch?
the 18 thing.
Yeah.
18's there.
Okay. Okay, cool. No
Yeah,
big
because he was in the no-go guy that was
yeah,
there.
yeah, cool, cool.
I kind of want him to die because you fight first. I'm going to put everything into him.
It's got 6 more
minus 1 to
seconds
hit,
and that person's getting
obviously
banned from chat.
double sources, yeah. It's fine.
No matter what, I'm hitting bad.
Yeah.
Heavy bolter says nothing, and then indirect 8.
Is your indirect blast?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I actually wish it was. So,
So
4.
-2 to hit. So yeah, okay.
But I'm +2.
He didn't pick up a 1.
No, sorry, +1. I'm hitting on
He picks
2s,
up a 6.
So you're minus
so
2.
you're at a negative, whatever
so 2,
it is.
3. So I hit on
4s.
4s.
Yeah. So those ones.
Here's an icon. He's got dice with icons on the 1s. No, icons on the 6s.
Just 1.
1. Cool.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I'll grab that later. Saves it.
Alright. Well, I'm definitely not letting him live.
Why are these guys
Ball,
cheating
I've
with
been
dice
into
rolls
him.
on a live stream? And then I
Missiles.
remembered all the people who cheated on the dice rolls with a live
She
stream.
hits on 1s now. 2 wounds. To
Oh,
the vehicle.
No, I'm just saying, like, I have stealth and you're -1. So
He picked
you
up a
know-
1 from the 3 dice roll. He didn't. He picked up a 6. It was an icon. I just watched it.
Fails. Go for it.
I'll kill him.
Okay, so can you grab me the Nurglings? Thank you.
And then indirect into
Is this the one you mean?
Birdie dude.
Birdie?
4. 3s because I didn't move. 3s.
So 2?
Oh, 4s. Sorry, 4s.
So 2 of them?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Saves both?
That's a 6.
Okay.
Because these dice have an orange and they've got a 1 on the bottom. Why would you waste my time? Do you feel good about wasting my time? Do you feel good about just sending me a link, giving me a timestamp and saying, here's some guys cheating when that's just not the case? Was that cool? Did you enjoy that? Wrong timestamp, you can ban me. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye. Ugh. Why waste someone's time? Why lie? Why lie? He rolled 3 dice to hit. One of the 3 dice was a 1, so he failed. Then he rolled 2 dice to win, not 3. No cheating. No, there was no cheating. Like, why sit there and be like, well, there's no cheating? Like, all right, cool. Give me evidence. Show me the evidence. It's not there. You just full of shit. Fuck off. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, sorry about that, chat. This is a great name. Yeah, but sometimes people come in and drop stuff. You know, you have to take a chance. You have to let everyone have a chance. How's he -2 to it? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. If it's not real, though, like... if you got real evidence, show me. Don't just come in and lie. It could have been a mistake. Yeah, but he's wasting my time. Anyway, what I was saying was, it's basically any army. It feels like at the minute, any army could potentially win. There isn't any, like, dominating army right now. I don't think. There's some very interesting win rates. Look, Black Templars Ironstorm, 72% win rate, which is obviously extremely high. Obviously only 5 players, but extremely high. But a lot of other armies, like you can see here, Chaos Demons 57 seems decent. Dark Angels 67, Iron Storm 66. You know, there's some like really high win rates. What is it? 67, as I said, 66, 54 for Custodians. Custodians have had a huge uptake. Eldari's still pretty good, but more in like in a more reasonable win percentage. But basically, you can't plan for a particular army, it feels like, which is not good. You know? I think you can get -2 to hit. They might be referring to the total -2, so not having a benefit of +1, for example. You can get -1 ballistic skill and -1 to hit, or +1 ballistic skill and +1 to hit, for example. But I think a lot of people just refer it to the fact that it is -2, so they're not getting a benefit of +1 or whatever. Because obviously, when you got -2 to hit and +1 to hit, it goes back to normal hitting. Or if you got +1 to hit and -1 to hit, or -2 to hit, you're still -1 to hit, if that makes sense. Maybe indirect on a stealth target. Exactly. So indirect will give you a -1 to hit, and stealth would give you another -1 to hit. Obviously, the worst it can be on the dice is total -1. All I see is green haters creating class warfare. Crypt Shadow, I'll ban you too, mate. You're being grey. That's very grey energy of you. You like the grey blob from Fairly Odd Parents. Do you remember the grey blob episode? Very fun. Very fun. So basically, I don't really know what to take to Manchester. Okay, so I'm going to the Manchester GT. I don't know what to take. I'm taking Space Marines. I'm just confused now, okay? The last time I played Space Marines competitively in a tournament, I did really bad, which wasn't fun. I've been thinking about Ironstone Spearhead, and then I watched a Land Raider get one-shotted on stream yesterday, and it gave me heart palpitations. You know? I watched it on stream yesterday, and it gave me heart palpitations. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. Where is it? Let me find it. It was awful. Here. I think we're deploying here, maybe. Look, there's a fucking Land Raider Redeemer there. It lasts 0 turns. It lasts 0 turns. It got shot by 2 railguns and just fucking got blammoed. It was not there for very long. It was awful. So I'm just a bit like, oh fuck, what do I take now? I don't know. I don't know what to take anymore. Dark Angel, Stormraven list or Black Templar Ironstone list are the best Space Marine list in the game. Yeah, they are. I think. The Dark Angel Stormraven list is quite funny. Double Stormraven is a bit funny, a bit of a meme. But the rail cannon just fucking blowing them up made me scared. Because if I took a Stormraven, imagine if it got blammoed 10-1. I'm not taking Necrons. I'm only taking Space Marines. How you doing, JCMS? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. It was rail guns, because they only hit on 4s, but they're strength 20 and d6 plus 6 damage. Take Grey Knight. To be fair, I was considering Grey Knights. Grey Knights are fun. They definitely fuck people over. You got the Dread Knights. I could take that list. It was a good list. D6 plus 6 is mental. It is, yeah, it is a bit mental. And it's devastating wounds as well, so if you roll a 6, there's no save. But Luke's list was cool. It was very cool. Let's have a look at it. But I should be taking Space Marines. But do Space Marines count as Grey Knights? Do Grey Knights count as Space Marines? Whatever you take, will you practice with it? Yeah. Yeah, I will. Grey Knights are matchup dependent, definitely. I think if you play against someone who's not really played against Grey Knights before, you can really have a good time with them. You can have a real good time with them. However, they're like, if you play against somebody who knows what they're doing, they fall to bits. Where were we? Lists. I can just do this. List. There we go. You know what counts as Space Marines? Necrons. Brilliant. It would be cool to take Grey Knight. I'm having this exact conversation with a good friend of mine as well about lists, because he's saying the same thing. He's like, I could take Ironstorm to this. I'm not going to say who it is, but I could take Ironstorm to this event I'm going to, or I could take Grey Knights, and we're having the same conversation. It's very funny, and I said the same thing to him. I was like, with Grey Knights, you have a good time, but you play against one person who knows what they're doing, and you're just sad. You know? Let's have a look at this list. It was good. Obviously, we watched it on stream. I can't remember what Inescapable Wrath is, but it was good. And I have this. I have pretty much all of this. I just don't have enough librarians painted, but, you know, I can just use my Space Marine ones. It's fine. So, 3 Brotherhood librarians. Brotherhood librarians are so good. They're so good. Obviously, spitting out mortal wounds fucking everywhere. You got Sigil of Exigence for teleporting when you're targeted. Inescapable Wrath is +1 charge rolls. That's good. +1 charge rolls is great on there. Kaldor Drago is obviously fucking sick. He gets +3 charge on the once per game when he needs a deep strike. Double Terminator units, which I thought was sick as well. Double Terminators, they get lethal hits on the charge. They've got OC3 because they've got banners. They've got Narthasium so they can revive. They've got Incinerators and they've got some Flamers. I didn't like the Land Raider Redeemer, but it does give you a massive threat range, which is cool. Because the Redeemer has the Assault Ramp, right? Each time a unit disembarks on this model after it's made a null move, that unit is eligible to charge this turn. So you can drive out, disembark, and still charge. You got triple Dread Knight. Dread Knights are obviously great now. They can advance and charge, which is cool, and fall back and charge. And I weren't too hyped about Inquisitor Eisenhorn, but I'd take Kyra Draxia, and some henchmen that way, because she's better. Drago didn't have fun versus that Riptide. Also true. Also very true. Don't take Grey Knights. My game 5 ended 90-37. It was a bloodbath for Luke. That's the thing, though. This doesn't deal with fucking guard car parks. You know? And guard are the best army in the game. But this Grey Knight list, it was very fun. It was very, very fun. It was very, very strong. It obviously lost against Tau. I don't think that was anyone's fault. I don't think that was Luke's fault. I think just like he got blammo turn 1 with the Land Raider that probably shouldn't have been where it was. I like the triple Dread Knight idea. I would prefer Grandmasters, I think, because they could get the reroll hits and wounds against vehicles and monsters. So you could absolutely blammo shit. And Grey Knights are really fun because they fuck people up with the Mist of Deimos. But I think realistically, I'm going to end up going Black Templars. I think that's probably going to make the most sense. Well, Black Templars or some Space Marine version. The Dark Angel Stormraven list is interesting. Shall I have a look at the which event was it that won with Dark Angels? Let's have a look. Which list was it? Which event was it? Was it the biggest one? Is your Grandmaster Dread Knight? Only one of these boys can use their ability per turn. Okay, that's shit. Alright, I didn't realize it was... I thought it was all of them. I also like the Grandmaster, which Luke didn't have. Abilities. One model for your army with this ability can use it. Oh, shit. Okay, so yeah, don't take multiple Grandmasters in Dread Knight armor. Because into the end of it, one model can get the hit and wound and damage against vehicles and monsters. That's shit. The biggest one. Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, there you go. Clutch City. Let's have a look at Clutch City. I'm not sure why I've got this fucking gap at the bottom. Ah, it's because that one's on full screen. That's why. I get it. I understand. Clutch City. Sound. Clutch City with caps. Oh, it's because it's ended the. That's why. It's this weekend. There you go. Kit Smith. Never heard of Kit Smith. Look at the list. So, Azrael, let's have a look what's going on. Ravenwing Talonmaster. So this isn't going to be you're not going to be able to run this in like 3 days. Ah, never mind. You're not going to be able to run this in like 3 days because the Talonmaster is no longer available and the codex will be out. This is quite literally a dead list. That's a shame. That's a shame. This list is already dead. You can't run a Talonmaster pretty much after this weekend. Because of Legends. Oh, fuck's sake. The triple Redemptor, Scouts, Thunderstrike, double Stormraven, and Henchman. Yeah, that sucks. Working Battle, Stormstrike, Twin Plasma Cannon, Twin Multi-Melter. I wonder why is a Stormraven so good? Is it just the speed that it has? More time wasting. Yeah, quite literally. The Stormraven seems like a good idea, but is it actually a good idea? It's obviously 1, so it's not that bad. But it's toughness 10 with 14 wounds. You -1 damage, which is decent. It just feels a bit swingy because it's like... It's not that hard to kill. The Talon will be the early change, yeah, but the Talon's good. I think the Dreads are carted around by Ravens. Yeah, true. Doesn't it let you get Dreads where you need them? Kinda, because it flies, but it's huge, so you still gotta go around everything. A flying line raider that can transport Dreadnoughts. Very true. -1 damage on it's decent. You can obviously transport a Dreadnought and your company heroes with Azrael. Then come in turn 1. You can start them on the board. Unless you move infantry that are stranded fast too. Yeah, so it has like... I suppose it's 20 plus? I don't use aircraft enough. Does 20 plus means it has unlimited movement? Or is that only... If it's hovering, it can only move 20? Plenty of hovering. Just a dread delivery service. I also don't think the Redemptors are that good. You can just run a Tech Marine. Yeah, but you're losing the Talonmaster. You're not listening. You're not understanding. The Talonmaster is a good data sheet. The Talonmaster's been removed from my fucking app. No, it's there. While it's within 3, as lone operative, while friendly vehicle with fly, it gives ignore cover. And you can move. So it's basically giving out ignore cover to the Stormravens. From a lower mid-tier level player, Redemptors are great. Redemptors are great. Yeah, Iron Storm are decent, but they just don't strike to me as like a very scary unit. I have 3, big fun. I have 2 Stormravens. But what you realizing is these Storm Ravens had ignore cover. Now they won't. Which I think is kind of important. Thanks, Bam. Appreciate you. But this isn't dead, but it's very different. You lose quite a large chunk of without ignore cover. So many factions calculate with -1 to him, -1 damage. Yeah, because you give out -1. You give out cover 2 with the Dark Shroud, right? Dark Shroud. Gives out cover. Yeah, whilst within 6, our stealth and cover. So -1 to hit. -1 to hit, +1 save, essentially, and -1 damage is good. But now they have lost -1 ignore cover, which I think is good. Big. Just AOC it and it starts with all his dust. Brilliant. Excellent. Great job, mate. Speaking of Ravenwing stuff, do you still have Josh's army? I have my army. That was Josh's. Yeah, I didn't sell it, no. I still got it. I ain't had it for that long. Well, I had it for what? 6 months? 7 months? Attachment, Ironstorm, buddy. It's the Ironstorm detachment. I think Master Machine on the Talon Master is a great pick, but losing ignore cover makes a big difference, I think. Especially when so many terrain formats have like such large footprints. Losing ignore cover is a bit of annoying. Personally. We could just replace it and put a lone operative Tech Marine in, or a lone operative Lieutenant with Common Bolter. He'd fit quite well, and he'd save a few points as well. I don't know what the points are for the new Dark Angel units, like the Dark Shroud and stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head. So you might have a few points to play with. Maybe put another unit of scouts in. But losing ignore cover is a bit annoying. Especially when you're reliant on 500 points of it being something with ignore cover. Well, now even the Thunderstrike would get ignore cover as well. So, Easy, thanks for 28 months. Really appreciate you.
£4.99 from Brian Simpson.
Thanks, Brian.
Charismatic YouTuber live again. Painting my second Astros as we speak. Sneering face. Hope life is treating you well.
Thanks so much, Brian. Really appreciate it. I'm not so charismatic today because I'm fucking shattered, but I do really appreciate the 5, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Double Astreus, though. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. You got too much time on your hands, brother. Izzy, thank you so much for the 28 months. Question, is Dark Angels in a good spot in 10th edition? I'm literally talking about taking Dark Angels to a GT. I'm waiting for my limited edition Dark Angel supplement to arrive in a few weeks to start collecting them. Yeah, Dark Angels are good if you run them as Iron Hands. But the Azrael and the Dark Shroud are a very good tech piece for Dark Angels. So, what does Azrael do? In Company Heroes, he's pretty strong, obviously. Azrael, this is the index. I should probably look at the codex. There it is. I looked at Black Templar Ironstorm. Yeah, I've literally just said that's what I've been thinking, but I'm scared of railguns. So I'm thinking about taking 2 bricks of tank rather than 5. While the unit gives out sustained hits and you're getting CP. And the 4+ Fiona Pain against mortals. He's not bad. He's not bad to be fair. I don't know if he's changed or whatever, but... How many railguns will you realistically see in game? Depends how many Tau players you play against. 3 if not, if 1. 6 if 2 probably. It's like a very real concern because you don't want to go into a matchup with an extreme hard counter. That's the last thing you want to do when you're writing a list, right? You've got to make sure you don't have something if I'll be fine unless this one matchup, because you know for a fact you will get that one matchup. You know? So trying to decide the best way around it is very important, I think. Did any Black Templar players do well at this event? In the top 10? Top 20? 17th place. What was he running? Oh my god, fucking, what are you doing with fucking, is this Battle Scribe? It's 2024, sort your life out. Righteous Crusaders. Okay, so it's not a shooting army. No, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm not a fan of that one. Grey Knights versus any heavy vehicle list. I cry. Yeah, Grey Knights don't like going against vehicles, that's for sure. 1890. Add a Calidus at the end, bud. Battle Scribe is cringe, I agree. Want to borrow my lightning lizards? What, your space wolves? So I think so basically you got to plan for a type of list. You can kind of plan for it, but if you write a list going into it saying, if I hit this matchup, I will just lose, you're in a bad position. The Battle Scribe hate is real and justified. Yeah, well, after he fucking disappeared because his money dried up and then disappeared again after he sorted it out, it just shows you how shit it is. To also sort my life out, what army builders should be used? Use the GW one. It's fine. The GW one's not bad, to be honest. South Coast. Who did well with Black Templars there? I'll just close BCP like an idiot. I'm more leaning towards Templars with all the tanks. But it's kind of like it's tough because you don't want to get fucking hard countered. Why does South Coast not show up? Oh, is it because I'm doing the thing? I'm doing the date thing again. Dickwad. South Coast GT. Is that what it's called? South Dash Coast. South. Why is the search so bad on this? The South. What am I doing wrong? It's not within 50,000 miles? No? A CBA. I literally can't be asked. Ugh. Who was South Coast by? Was it UKTC? Every event within 50,000 miles was probably not the best idea I've just had. There we go. Who won? Oh, it's David. Well done, David. Templars, I'm sure I saw one. Aiden. Great job, Aiden. Aiden's lovely. We hung out a lot at the World Champs. What is he running? Should I just steal his list? Tonkpla. Librarian in Phobos Armor with Master Machine for Lone Op. Tech Marine. We target Augury Web. Fair enough. No, not the other one. Can't remember the other one. Crusader Squad, Crusader Squad, Crusader Squad, Crusader Squad. That's a lot of Crusaders. That's a lot of Crusaders. But they all come with melter guns and multi-melter, which is quite funny. Double Eliminator. Eliminators are a fun one. You put las fusils in there and an instigator bolt carbine. They pop out an impulsor, shoot, and then pop back in, which is very good. Infiltrator Squad for the Librarian. Scout Squad. 2 Lancers, 3 Reapers. And a Pred. And 2 Rhinos. What's the 2 Rhinos for? Because they're for the Crusaders. This is the sort of list that I've been leaning towards. You know, this style. Probably maybe not as many Crusaders. I don't think Crusaders are that good. I'd rather drop 2 Crusaders and take another Predator. Thought you couldn't embark into a vehicle if you disembark same turn. I don't think that's a thing anymore, as far as I'm aware. Same phase, not same turn. I'm pretty sure it's you can't disembark and embark in the same phase, but obviously if you get out in the movement phase and embark in the shooting phase. Because the last few sills, they're 2 las cannons with the, what are they called? Instigated bolt carbine. So that allows you to move after you've shot. I'll read the rules to you. Let's have a look. Eliminator squad. After each unit is shot, if it contains an eliminated sergeant with an instigated bolt carbine, it can make a normal move. If it does so, it can't charge. So what you do is you pop out, shoot with 2 last fusills, which are strength 9 -3 d6 damage, and then pop back into the impulsor. Yeah, it's phase. Everyone uses that trick with firing deck. Also very true. So you get the last fusills out, shoot them, get back into the impulsor, and then you use firing deck to fire the last things again. So you get 4 last fusills and 2 instigator bolt carbines per unit, essentially, because the impulsor shoots them as well, because it has firing deck 6. It's a very neat trick. Very much a neat trick. And I'm pretty sure the impulsor has firing deck 6. Yeah. So basically, the eliminators pop out. The impulsor gets in a nice position where it can see something. The eliminators shoot. They get back into the transport using move, shoot, move. And then the impulsor shoots the last few seals again. It's very, very good. It's a very strong ability. It's a very cool little tech piece as well, because you've got 3 units there. That sounds decent, but how easy it's going to be to just pop the transport? You put the transport in a place where it's not going to get popped. You can even just sit it behind a wall and ignore the second firing. But the fact is you have the eliminators pop out, shoot, and then get back in safety. And you have shield dome. So the shield dome gives it a 5+5 invulnerable. And it has a multi-melter. So if the impulsor is shooting, it has a multi-melter, 4 las cannons, and 2 precision snipers. Which is alright, to be fair. It's very cheap as well. It's what, 150, 230 points for that trick. All good still, man. Easy to do. But then you've got all of these shooting. You've got the Tech Marines and the Librarian with the Master Machine Warrior for fall back and shoot, or advance and shoot, and then the Target Augury Web, which I always forget which one's which. Target Augury Web gives out lethal hits. So then the 4 las cannons from the Impulsor has lethal hits as well. And the multi-melter. I don't like all the Crusaders. Maybe 2 units of Crusaders and a Rhino. However, very, very good list. Well done, Aiden. So this is basically this is what I've been thinking about. Do I want to get fucking wrecked by railguns? Not really. And so that's kind of what I'm concerned about. But maybe this can play around the railguns because it has that ability to like move, shoot, move and stuff like that. You can pop out, kill the hammerheads and pop back in without getting shot back, which is nice. Are Tau the main problem? No, it's just quite scary. There's lots of other armies that can pick up tanks like that quite easily as well. Does this deal with knights very easily? Maybe, maybe not. It's a bit random. You wounded pretty much everything on 5s with not a lot of like high rate of fire. It's quite high damage, high profile shooting. So is it worth it? Dunno. What's the Impulsor's other ability? Is it get out and charge or some shit? Yeah. Disembark after it's advanced. They can advance, they can get out, then move back into the transport. That's quite good. So that's where I'm at. I'm a bit confused, and I think this is the nice thing about where we're at with with the meta at the minute is the meta is so wide open. No one's really figured out the ultimate best faction with the best list ever. There's a couple of standouts, but there's nothing that's like super, how can I put this? Like obvious, like with Eldar, with like Necrons a couple of weeks ago. There's nothing that's super obvious, so it feels very interesting. It definitely feels very interesting. And I hope you've enjoyed my 2-hour ramble about it. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the description or in the comments, or let me know what you think about when you're writing lists. Do you put stuff together because you think it's good? Do you think about other matchups that you might have? Do you think about other factions that might be there? Do you think about anything at all, or do you just paint models that are cool and put them together and just call it a day? Because that's also totally fine, you know, if that's what you want to do. I'm planning on painting my Dark Angel's successor chapter called Guardians of the Covenant. Nice, buddy. I just copy someone off the internet, then lose with their list. That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, so basically I'm unsure what I want to take to Manchester, but it's the 4th and it's on the 20th, I think. On the 23rd, so I've got 19 days to think about it. That's probably what, that's probably like where I'm thinking. I'm just not really sure. I'm not really sure. I can't work it out. I can't decide, chat. I think I'm too tired to decide today. I'd like an answer today. I have a lot of both lists. The Dark Angel double Storm Raven does look fun. Because it's double Storm Raven with a fucking horrible combat piece. But also, 5 tanks also sounds funny. Tactical Theatre, thank you very much for being a member for 3 months in a row. Welcome to the Boys Club. Make sure if you haven't already, they don't recognize your name, make sure you join the Discord. I suppose point Discord in chat. And if you guys at home haven't, please join the Discord as well. It's free to join, but it is better if you are a member. You can become a member for as little as £1.99 a month. You can gift a sub if you want someone else to join the club, and just come out and hang hang out. So I just proxy the Tallow Wing. It's not about proxying, it's about it being the fact that it's going to be a Legends unit as of next week, so you can't use it in competitive play. Does anyone use White Scars? Space Wolves, specifically. But yeah, Batty591. The problem is you can't actually use a unit as of next week, so you lose out on the lone operative giving out ignores cover. So I think that changes the list quite a lot, actually. I think it changes the list quite a lot to a point where it will work, but it won't be as efficient because you're essentially giving everyone +1 save against you as of next week for no reason. So anyway, chat, it's 9 o'clock. I'm shattered. Thank you very much for listening to my ramble about random shit and talking about lists. I really appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been fun. It's been nice. Thank you very much for everyone who's become a member or gifted membership. Thank you, Senior Chief, for the Fat 10, which is very cool. Thank you, Marty Marv, Jack Ty, Javin, Big C. Big C, I missed your resub. Let's go. I was subs 369. Yes, you fucking were. What a legend. Also, sanctuary weather nice around late April. It is. It's decent. It's decent. David Hughes, Connor Flynn, Free Radio, Izzy the Warmaster, Brian, and Tactical Theatre. Thank you for becoming a member of Super Chatting. Yeah, I was going to do a short stream. It's 9 o'clock. It's a normal stream. Thank you so very much for watching. I'm going to go, so enjoy your evening. I have a battle report coming out tomorrow. Okay, new video tomorrow. It's Old World, baby. It's the live stream in a much nicer, condensed format, and hopefully you enjoy it. It took a lot longer than I was hoping, but I'm hoping if we do it again, it'll be very, very cool. Okay? So if you haven't already become a member, join the Discord, Discord, do all the things, and I'll see you tomorrow for a battle report. All right? Love you all, and good night. Bye-bye, bye, bye-bye.